It's like I'm only.
Men, if we're being honest, our women have held us down. And no, this is not pandering. If you think back to what you aspired to be when you were young, when life still felt full of promise, you'd have to admit you wanted to play the boss role. In your imagination, you were behind a desk like Vito Corleone, rubbing your cheeks with the backs of your hands while supplicants pleaded for help with the problems of their daily lives. And woven into that fantasy, let's be honest, was picturing the moment your spoiled brat of a wife marched up with her hands out, asking for one indulgence after another, and you could coolly reply, "You can have whatever you like, yeah," as if you were T.I. You're not there though. Pointing out what is a fact is not the problem. The real question is whether you are prepared to accept it. Is it too late for you? Okay, so let's briefly and dutifully move through a few statistics and familiar anecdotes so we can get on with the real point of this article. Most people don't actually become wealthy young, no matter how aggressively Instagram would like us to believe otherwise. Wealth tends to show up later, usually between 45 and 60, when experience, networks, and ownership finally start working together instead of against you. The average first-time millionaire is in their early to mid-50s, and nearly all of them are self-made. No trust funds, no secret uncle, no magical windfall. Even entrepreneurship, which we love to imagine as a hoodie, an energy sport drink, favors middle-aged. Notable people who built their wealth after turning 40 include Ray Kroc, who didn't turn McDonald's into McDonald's until his 50s, Sam Walton, who didn't scale Walmart until middle age, Colonel Harlan Sanders, who didn't get serious traction until his 60s, Tyler Perry, who went from sleeping in his car to owning a studio later in life, Kathy Hughes launched her media empire at 42, Robert F. Smith, who became the richest black man in America well after most people have been told their best years are behind them. Men, knowing this, your job is simple, but it is not easy. You got to dust off your cape and recommit to reaching your potential. I make no illusions about how difficult this will be. This shit is hard. It was hard then, and for many of us, it's probably even harder now. Why? For one, you've adopted unproductive habits that have become entrenched, and dropping them will feel next to impossible. On top of that, many of us haven't been stacking the skills we need to leverage real wealth, which means you'll have to humble yourself and start from scratch. That also means competing with people half your age while enduring the chorus of opinions insisting you should already be further along. And although I'm talking about building wealth and reclaiming that vision you had of conquering the world, what you really need to do is conquer yourself. Every day you must go to war with your insecurities and your ego, and most days you will lose, and still you must persevere. The boss fantasy is such a powerful motivator because it's fueled by your ego. The idea that having things and wielding power will finally make you worthy. But the truth is, the only thing that satisfies our unrelenting hunger for self-worth is the never-ending journey of adding the value you know you're capable of adding. What I mean is this: the game isn't about whether you become wealthy. It's about waking up each day and knowing you haven't given up. Giving up is soul-crushing. Accepting defeat? Why? What does that accomplish? You still be in the same place, so why not go out fighting? That is what makes a true warrior. Don't let fear of judgment or your aversion to pain stop you from looking in the mirror each day and saying, "I'm still standing." Now, for our superwomen. You're tired because you've been pushing, prodding, and pleading while working, hoping someone would deliver on the promises made to you. You've played your supporting role well, even though, like us men, you couldn't have known exactly what was needed. So yes, it's unfair to ask for more patience, but patience is a sacrifice you must make now. You have to understand, while it may feel like we should already know how to deliver, we've actually never really had to. What you're asking of us is completely new. Before, you were supporting us, hoping things would just come together and that we'd start delivering on our own, but things haven't come together. And understandably frustrated, you're saying, I don't care, just deliver. The problem is, there's no infrastructure in place for that. So your options are patience or leaving. And many women have been choosing to leave. This is largely why about 70% of divorces are initiated by women. According to Sonia Britt, Assistant Professor of Family Studies and Human Services and Program Director of Personal Financial Planning at Kansas State University, financial difficulty is by far the top predictor of divorce. So, hey ladies, hear me out. I don't think being alone is better. Yes, harmful conflicts created by financial tension can make staying together unbearable. This is why you, Superwomen, have to once again come to the rescue. If your husband isn't aware yet or hasn't recommitted to trying, consider sharing my articles and videos with him. You might also enlist his more ambitious friends or those focused on self-development to help encourage him. If he has recommitted, then your new form of support is giving him the patience and space to grow. This will not happen overnight. And if he isn't actively destroying what you build, then doing it alone isn't really any different from doing it with some patience and understanding. This advice is for you single supers too. If you're struggling to find a man who is equally yoked, you may have to do something that feels deeply unfair. Go back to your 20s and support again. This time with your eyes open and a clear understanding of the dynamics at play. The difference now is discernment. If you genuinely believe he understands the challenge in front of him and he is ready to take it on, then your support comes with intention. Your support comes with patience. The patience that doesn't quietly turn into resentment, with boundaries that protect your peace, and with clarity to walk away if effort disappears. And so, it's okay to demand toughness at times when he is being a bitch. But it's also wise to offer assurance when he is feeling discouraged. Many times, the line between being a bitch and being discouraged won't be clear. But hey, if life were easy, it would be boring. I'll leave you with a resource to help you understand how to foster productive growth in your relationship. This is a podcast episode from Dr. Alexandra Solomon, and I could never do it justice in trying to describe what the insights are that she provides in that episode, so I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can check it out yourself. I'm currently offering a limited number of internal stability index assessments for men with live debriefs as part of refining the work I'm doing on empowering men. If this resonates with you, click the link in the description to take the assessment.